Alrighty, getting started. Checking. Ooh. Checking stream quality. Looks good. Alright, so continuing with the Harley Quinn commission I've been working on this week. Got Mr. Cookie. Rory Ocelot, hello. Braylon Rule. Sorry you weren't the first Braylon. That's Mr. Cookie. We got Mr. Ducky Jr. Where it says, oh, Archie's Weird Mysteries. Wow. Yeah, you got it on point there, Rory. It's Archie's Weird Mysteries. Attack of the 50-Foot Veronica. Except this is done in the style from the classic series, I believe from the 60s. And that's some fan art from our good friend, Name and Address Withheld. I like how they determined, okay, 60s cartoon, if they do the giant episode, they're not gonna have Veronica's clothes tearing, you know? She wore the extra stretchy sweater today. And let's see, we got Rain Cloud. Hello. Ronald McDonald is a clown, says Spencer. I love the original Harley Quinn. I like that one too. I know a friend who really liked that one and didn't care for like how she's changed in media, but I don't know. I like Harley Quinn being out for herself, doing her own thing. Nimby's here. Hi. Superior Cyber Godzilla. Kush. Machine Knight Row. Or Row? Magic wand to make Harley grow? No, it's the belt she has. That's the bio belt. That's like the Adam's belt that lets you shrink and whatnot. You don't like her? That's okay. It's okay. She can't hurt you. Yeah, that's Archie. Dang, everyone's we sometimes we don't get a lot of comments on the fan art on the side, so it's nice that everyone like picked up on 50-Foot Archie 60s edition, like Kush said. Oh, and below that, those are some drawings of my characters from an old Flash game I made from back in the day. The Forbidden Fruits game. And so it was made by Ed and M. I won't link their account. It's on Blue Sky. Just because some of the material is for more mature audiences. But they did like fan art from years ago, and then not too long ago they sort of updated it. I read some of the comments on the post for the Forbidden Fruit art, and they didn't remember where it was from. Some people didn't. Someone mentioned my old account. So it was kind of fun for some people. They said that looking at that art unlocked some core memories. So that just goes to show how long I've been in the business. I hope it's okay that I posted these here because it's technically not AGW fan art. But it is art from a fan. Wait a second, says Kush. Is that look for... Yeah. I'll write down the name of the artist. It's Ed. I think it's spelled like this, Ed and M. Really nice art. Did I miss anything? Craze Core's here. Charles is here. And he's so tired. I'm sorry I started a little late. Fairylex says, wow. I can hear you, Charles. I just go on my little tangents, okay? It's okay. I do try to respond to as many comments as I can, but sometimes I just get in the zone. Alright, let me get started then. So this is, it's gonna be Harley Quinn sort of imagining using the bio belt correctly. And then picturing herself like as a 50-foot woman within the city of Kandor. So like a little growing sequence here, and then like the walk. That's nice to hear, Rory. Always impressed that you make like a lot when you're when you set to making them, like enough for a slideshow. Charles says, I'm so done. I'm going to get out of this. This is the worst day ever. I'm leaving. I quit the channel. Alright, bye, Charles. See you tomorrow. I will say I've been getting a little worried about art and animation on YouTube, because it's like every few days, every other week, I hear about animation channels getting demonetized. And just the sort of slump that cartoons have been in general on YouTube. Definitely a lot of people sort of trending toward AI slop type of stuff. But we'll see where that goes. Elsa Gate. Yeah, I've heard of that. The one that I watched today was mentioning like animation channels that focus on kaijus and dinosaurs sort of have been demonetized. I guess the assumption is that only kids like kaijus and dinosaurs. Which, I don't know, I think I've only ever heard adults interested in like Godzilla and stuff like that. So I don't know. I remember when it wasn't just content farms. Stuff produced by AI. Yeah, it's getting bad. Hey, Dylan. Mercedes says AI slop. Yuck. Yeah, not a fan. I mean, truth be told, like the first bit of slop content I saw was, I think it was Will Smith eating spaghetti, and at the time I thought, all right, that's kind of interesting to see. But also, I didn't feel like I wanted to see a whole lot more. Like um, usually like when people are talking about it, I'll see some stuff that gets posted around for AI, and some of it does look interesting, but it gets tiresome after a while. I don't go out and seek AI stuff. I just focus on the kinds of content that I'm more used to, which is usually animated stuff, animated by people, animated by beings who have a soul, or otherwise just like really podcast like stuff, just people talking about movies or video games. My talk shows that I love. And when I get a feeling like, oh, that scene that I just watched is AI, or that commercial, that ad that came after was AI, I just lose interest in that. Just a bunch of monsters beating each other up. Yeah, it's super violent most of the time. I think some kids like Godzilla and stuff, but even if they did, I don't think there's nothing too harmful other than like certain violence. Well, I think the point is that it's like they think this channel is for kids, like when it's a channel that's just kaijus and dinosaurs. So I think that's why it gets demonetized. Filmation 1968 Archie's show style looks similar to Hanna-Barbera's. Oh, I could have sworn that was also a Hanna-Barbera Mercedes. Like, I honestly couldn't tell the difference. Skate ruined everything, and AI is just defiling the corpse. Well, hopefully things will get better. There are a ton of popular creators out there that are still making fine, decent content with a fan base. I think in some ways it might be a boon for other people if my channel did get demonetized, because then I probably go back to focus on like doing commissions for people. Back to full-time commissions. Filmation. Alright. That's good to know. Why do you want Will to torture Leo, Rory? It's mean. Dylan says, I like the fan art down below. Oh, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, that's from Ed and M. They're on Blue Sky. And that's some fan art of my old Forbidden Fruits Flash game. What's happening to Harley? She's using the bio belt to get bigger. She's like doing like a little tour of the city of Candor. The shrunken bottle city of Candor. Krish says, I'm so mad all these awesome Flash websites made for kids are shutting down. Meanwhile, YouTube's becoming their main hub. It's a little sad. I hope things will get better. Hey Trey. Oh, I missed what you said. Who are those two women in those two sketches? Well, it's the same woman. I think her name was Guinevere in the Forbidden Fruits. Eddie on Blue Sky? No, just Ed and M. I didn't know Ed and Eddie did art. I bet they can make some nice art for a quarter. That would be a great episode. Feels like it's something they did, though. Like I could picture it in my head. But yeah, that's fan art, I think, from like 10 years ago, and fan art, like a redraw. It's funny, they remembered the game, but they didn't remember the artist, which is fine. Someone in the comments remembered. Oh yeah, I've had so many dang accounts. I was and you could tell I at some point was influenced by Samurai Jack. My first account was on DeviantArt was 6-inch Samurai, and then it turned into Jackarai, and then Laddie Legacy when I got into Teen Titans Go. And now a giant woman. Oh, and also Tower Princess. Hee. And each time I've changed accounts, it's been for different reasons. Eddie uses AI art. No, that is an episode. Yeah, I could imagine that. All the scams they could have done with AI. Could totally see Ed and Eddie doing art for a scam. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason in my head, I'm imagining a scene that maybe didn't even happen with, like, Ed in a studio and charging for art, and Eddie just like bashing his face or his body into like an art canvas and trying to hawk that off as fine art. Like maybe eventually getting to a point where Double D has to create like this assembly line and just Eddie repeatedly getting smacked into canvases to sell art. James H says, I saw Connie appearing in your latest Tower Princess short. Think about continuing David and Danny series? Or was that just an exception? Yeah, the Connie was more or less an exception. Not really planning on continuing anything. Maybe if I made them into like D&D characters. Like Dave the Barbarian and Danny the Druid. So that might be something I consider doing. That could be fun. Gonna add a little effect. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Trey says, well, most art nowadays nowhere near as ambitious as Gendy, Craig, etc. Never create a sensational cartoon show, sadly. Artists are empty shells of their former glory that go nowhere. That's sad, Trey. That made me so sad. Most all the account names have some sort of Warner Brothers show inspired. Yeah. I wonder who will be next. Sadly, I don't think there's any shows recently that have like inspired me to that point. But we shall see. That's been a big part of my career. Making sizey art has been just sort of changing with the platforms, you know, changing sometimes with demand. Like before I did a Giant Woman channel, I had a channel for my Jackarai account, and that one was a little bit more mature. And I couldn't get monetized with the kind of stuff I was posting. So that's when I decided to make, you know, Giant Woman. Focus a little bit more on story and whatnot. Or just funny gags and scenarios. So we'll see what happens. If I'll have to change with the times. But if Dave the Wizard has a sister named Danny the Witch, I don't know. I like that would create another David within universe. That's a good point. So David is a very popular name, more or less. You know what? It would be more helpful if I did actually have a sister named Danny, because then they could help me with like the live action segments that I do. But as I've mentioned before, Danny's named after my younger brother Daniel. But yeah, if I could find something to do with the animated versions of David and Danny, that would be fun. Give everyone cameos. Red Ranger powered up. Is it almost done? Give it another week or two. One question, asks Mercedes. Are you going to make that Archie picture into an animation? No, but if somebody commissions me. I kind of like the Giant Woman account the most. I don't know. And how Princess feels like most wholesome, I guess. I do have some fond memories of the old work. Yeah, that's nostalgia for you. I mean, I hear a lot of people that really love the old work, but I don't care for it as much. Like sometimes people ask me to try and find like something that's like no longer on the internet or on DeviantArt. That it's like I have to look through like old files, wade through like my archives, and it's for art that I just don't care as much about. But you know, it's sad, but I don't know. I feel like I've outgrown some of it, eh? Oh man, but I know I don't feel that way about like the stuff that I did on Laddie Legacy or on A Giant Woman. I just really love everything I've made for the channel. I'd definitely be more careful with those archives. I like seeing you have fun, Dave. Aw, thanks, Kush. And I like knowing that, people in my audience are having fun, or they like characters, they have ideas. Are there any days we should know about in the universe? Do I need a pocket? Oh, any other Daves? No, don't worry about that, Kush. I'm not super keen on the multiverse. I prefer if it was like Futurama, where there's just the two parallel universes. Weird funny fact: Sir Palo, known for his indie spooky month indie show, he hired a size-free artist to animate one scene in his video. Really? That's pretty cool. Anyone I know? Trey made another comment. The same will be still true 10 years from now. The glory days are lost forever. It just keeps with the positive vibes. Glory days are lost forever. Now they're in a crappy dystopian world where the soul is a thing of the past and all we have is slop. Oh, there's another comment I missed from Eduardo. Quiero ya un video. I'm sorry. You mentioned Senior Palo Raincloud. At first I thought you were talking about the guy who created the Smurfs. Trace Bigot. Okay, I read that comment. As the old work feels like we were obligated to do it. Yeah, that was commission stuff. Which some of it I did end up having, a lot of fun working on. Like one of the most popular videos on the channel was a commission with Lenny Loud growing super huge in the mall. So, some commissions I have a lot of fun with. Some commissions I got in the past, it was like the person more or less asking for the same thing over and over again, and it's like, I want to try new stuff though. Like, I remember early on the channel, there was a video I did. It was like with DC superhero girls, the smell of defeat. Hashtag the smell of defeat. And there were people like want to see like another one but with different characters, but it's like I already did that one. Want to try new stuff, I want to keep growing as an artist. Sorry for the terrible jokes. Rory says, loud house rock with fart noises. One of these days I'm going to ask Kuba to do a fart remix of one of these songs. Not to mention I have old stuff of mine I regret. Don't we all? So it's like Patty and Peppermint Patty. There's just two days, 2 ways. No worries, Spencer04. Welcome. Okay, no worries, Rain Cloud. The Lenny one was one of my favorites. I love the circus entrance at the end. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun to do. I loved all the references. I gotta add like a bunch of stuff. Like the Rocco's house of tacky fabric. But yeah, we'll see, like I said, how things pan out. Well, if that is really the case, David, then create new giant characters of your own design, as opposed to a few. Use other people's characters. I mean, that's what I'm doing, Trey, with Tower Princess. This is all my original designs. Yeah, Rocco's Modern Life, Rory. I did like a themed joke on one of my videos. Chris says, I've been rewatching a lot of Ed, Edd and Eddy lately. I forgot how funny it was. I used to watch that show all the time because my sister loved it. Oh, that's sweet. I used to watch a bunch of stuff with my bro. I mean, for us growing up, it was The Simpsons at first. But later we got cable. So we're able to watch like a bunch of Cartoon Network shows. We just love cartoons so much. My brother actually wanted to do this kind of stuff when he was growing up. Wanted to make art. And I wanted to work at a school when I was growing up. But our career trajectories kind of crisscrossed, and he's the one working in a school now, and I'm the one who's made art, largely my livelihood. Zach is here. Omni-Man's Viltrumite backstory. I'm starting to think you're just advertising stuff, Zach. I'm not super huge into that show. But I do watch like the little previews they have. Just to see that I'm not really missing anything. Joe Murray. Yeah, he's the creator of Rocco. By the way, says Kush, have you ever heard of Ed's World? I think that was the next series that you were going to get me to check out. Like after Battle for Dream Island. Haven't checked it out yet. Like I've seen bits and pieces here. I think the reason maybe that I never gave it a chance was because there was an Ed, and Eddie, and for some dumb reason I thought maybe they were trying to ape off that success. Like there's a series I've seen a few things for called Too Loud, and at first I thought it was like a series that was like trying to sort of steal some of the Loud House's thunder, because the main kid looked kind of similar to Lincoln Loud. There's Too Loud in the title. Turns out it's just a show about, I think it's like two siblings who have giant heads. Like that's it. They have giant heads, and then when they talk, they're super loud. Everyone has their levels of tolerance. Not everyone can handle gore and violence. To be fair, it's like I can handle gore and violence in like if maybe I'm watching like a horror movie and it's like okay, that's the point. I guess it's a little bit harder in cartoons to see gore and violence happening to like innocents. Unless it is done in a very funny way. Then it makes it a little bit more palatable. Like I love oh shoot. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot its name. I was about to call it Extacles. Space King. I love watching Space King with my bro. I mean, it's super violent, but like I said, it's usually pretty funny. The word dragon originates from the Greek drakon, serpent snake, which likely stems from the verb derkomai, meaning I see or I see clearly, suggesting a sharp-sighted one or a deadly glance. It's kind of cool. Oh, Too Loud was DreamWorks? I didn't know that. Should give that one a chance. Chris says, if I could marry a cartoon character, it would either be Match from BFDI or Ed from Ed's World. Also, Norse mythology, dragons never had legs or wings. Oh, they're just snakes. More snake-like, yeah. Oh, Dave, be careful for violent things like Squid Games and Space King. But I like Space King. I think the last cartoon character that I seriously ever, like, imagined marrying was probably Gadget Hat Wrench. So this was, like, back in the 90s, yes. Definitely my first and only cartoon crush. I think by the time I was, I'm gonna say in the 3rd or 4th grade, that's when I started crushing on, like, you know, actual girls. Yeah, I'm trying to think back to, like, all the fictional characters I've seen. I don't think I've, like, had any major crushes. I mean, I've had, like, characters that I really liked or liked to draw, like Starfire and Raven from Teen Titans. Don't remember how old I was when they were more popular. But yeah, it was just Gadget. I should make that slower. Let's see how this looks. Never watch Happy Tree Friends. Oh, that might have been one of the first things that I watched that made me think I need a break from cartoon violence. Never understood the appeal. I mean, I couldn't understand the appeal then when it was, like, fresh. But now I could kind of understand, you know, why people like it, like how ironic it is. The cognitive dissonance. Oh, what the heck is happening here? Did I not? Yeah, what the heck? That's a little too shambly. Join. Bit random, but I think in the original 60s Archie show, Archie sounds like a female. No, I have to check that out. I think I've seen some of those old Archie cartoons, but it was just like a shrinking episode I was looking at. So it was probably more like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Oh, excuse me. For some reason they gave Veronica a high-pitched southern accent. Kind of like Magnolia in George of the Jungle. I mean, I guess people like that kind of accent. It does sound pretty cute. Season 1, I was about to ask. That show took a really weird turn. Hey, Mac. Oh, I already showed Kubo the lyrics that Rain Cloud wrote the other day. For an itchy and scratchy themed theme, where it's like instead of they fight, they bite, they fight, they fight, they bite. It's they grow, they shrink, they grow, they grow, they shrink. But I'm still trying to figure out like who would be growing and shrinking for something like that. I don't know if I should do... Probably not going to be Simpsons characters. Kind of has to be a cat and a mouse, doesn't it? If I did a cat and a mouse, it'd have to be... Gadget. And, I don't know, maybe... Miss Callie Briggs from SWAT Cats. Yeah, it definitely looks like she's shambling here. Let's see if I can extend this. The only other cat I could think of is the goddess from the Aladdin series. I forget what her name was. Mirage? Yeah, that was extra weird. The name switch for those two characters. I love the original series for George of the Jungle. I mean, I like the 60s cartoon. I liked the more modern cartoon that they did. They didn't care too much for when they made the changes. All those weird changes. Adam and Giganta. Oh my god, that might be perfect. Come to think of it. The Giganta and Adam show. We got AVG, hello. Rita from Animaniacs. Oh, the cat, yeah. Yeah, I'd save her for something else if I was gonna do anything. I mean, now I'm kind of fixated on Adam and Giganta. Hey, Damien. I think the only Animaniacs thing I I got stuck in my head was the one that I mentioned yesterday. Like if Katie Kaboom, like she turns a giant, like into a giant monster, um, when she's like really angry. So I thought it'd be funny if like the opposite reaction happened when she sings something like really cute. Like cute enough to make her squeeze so hard that it just makes her shrink. Gigantel. Dr. Antel plus Giganta. Maybe if someone commissions me. By the way, you can make a type of huge magic manga from anime. Oh, I'm not so good with anime. I'm sorry, AVG. Tiny Toons Animaniacs crossover. Not sure how I'd cross them over. So my buttons and furball. Aw. I mean, Furball is my favorite Tiny Toons character. I think if I did any crossover stuff with Tiny Toons and Animaniacs, it'd probably be like cameo stuff. Like kind of like I remember from the Animaniacs original run, sometimes we'd get like these little cameos of other characters. Elmira sat in on a session with Dr. Scratch and Sniff and the Warner Brothers at one time. I think Furball also made a cameo on that show. But just like for a quick sight gag, they needed a cat. I think the only thing I can think of doing with Rita would be maybe be something with Julia Brain. I remember there was one Animaniacs episode where they sort of mixed up everyone. So they had Rita hanging out with Pinky. And then of course he gets eaten like right away. How can you be so cruel, Rita? Who are you, Rita Repulsa? Have a nice day. I'm off, says AVG. You know if there's a video with Magic Magenta. Maybe Dot's in the same class. Oh. That's always a possibility. Have her in the background. Yeah, but this is an old idea. This is from when I was regularly working on stuff, for the channel. And there's one thing I still haven't even finished, and this was from like last year. The Bim and Vamber thing. So yeah, for now, this is just like playing around with ideas. Don't know when I'll get around, if I'll get around. Someone got a commission Slappy Squirrel. I like her attitude. Reminds me of Luna's attitude. Slappy was pretty great. I'm sad that they didn't really do a lot with her when they revived the series. I think my favorite episode of Animaniacs might have been the one where Slappy and Skippy, they're on like a soccer team. It's like Pee-wee soccer. And Slappy's, I think she was the coach, or she was like doing some kind of support. But the whole episode is just Skippy getting hit in the face with soccer balls. And then just doing like very realistic kind of crying. It was so good. Ends up making it to the World Cup as a goalie. There's another Rita from Loud House. Yeah, that's the Rita I was thinking of. I think if I did anything with Cat Rita, it'd be something with Julia Brain. I just like that character. Hey, great score. Rita and Pinky's skit lasted like 15 seconds. That's all the more convincing I need, because I might want to try and do more like short skits and stuff like that on the channel. Never Mink's actually voiced by Julie Brown. Also played Bruin. Classic. Didn't know that. And she had one bit dedicated to her in the revival. She hadn't lost a single step. Yeah, when I saw that, I thought they were going to do more stuff with those characters, but it was basically just one last little rant. Favorite episode of Slappy was the Halloween episode. Which one was that? I can't remember that one. Look that one up. I looked it up and I'm seeing her as a witch. But I think that was for the Shakespeare bit that they did. Oh. I don't think I've seen this one. Skippy's dressed up as Buster. Oh. I'll have to look this one up. Honestly, can't for the life of me remember this one. I love how sarcastic she could get. Like, there's an episode, I think they were in Hollywood just, like, taking a tour of the studio. And she's watching them film Die Hard. And Bruce Willis is doing, his one-liner. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay! And, Flappy does that wry look to the audience. Riveting dialogue. Who voiced her? Who voiced... That's such a great voice. Sherry Stoner. What a name. Nice. Alright, it's been about an hour. Remember the end of the one with Elmira, the Warner Brothers get hurt to follow Mindy. She gets injured like buttons. Yeah, that one was pretty funny. I always did worry for Mindy's safety. Especially, I think at the end of that one, like, doesn't a building fall or something? Poor Mindy. Uh-oh. Alright, still needs a little bit of finessing. Need to make those knees bend. It gets the point across. All right. That's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks everyone for dropping in, keeping things lively, sharing some nice ideas. And tomorrow, if I'm not working more on this, I'll very likely be working on Growing is Gross. Never thought such big fun could be in a place so small. You know what that could be for their tourism ads. Later, Craze Core. Oh, so close to 90% or 60%. You'll get there, Rain Cloud. I believe in you. Night, Rory. Nighty, y'all. Have a good evening. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.